Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Shirley D Dramatic Creative Cooking. Today I'll show you a special roast pork with red label wine, perfect for your Christmas table. Let's get cooking. These are the ingredients we'll be working with today. 2 teaspoons of salt, about 7 to 8 cloves, roughly chopped Scotch bonnet pepper, crushed ginger, some crushed garlic as well as old garlic cloves, half of a sweet onion roughly chopped along with a few sprigs of fresh thyme, old pimento seeds, ground pimento, pork seasoning, seasoned to the bone, which contains all the spices you need. And the star of our pork will be red label wine, which will infuse the pork with deep flavor and a rich savory taste. And for our pork, we'll be using a tender pork shoulder which has already been washed off camera with vinegar and lime to ensure it's clean and ready for seasoning. Now we're going to go ahead and season up our pork shoulder with all the seasonings that I have shown you. Please feel free to add any seasoning of your choice to your pork. We are now adding our red label wine, which is the star of this pork dish. I've used half of this small bottle, but feel free to use the whole bottle if you prefer. It will only add more flavor, and believe me, it will taste absolutely amazing. Now I'm marinating the seasoning all over the pork shoulder, making sure every inch is covered. There are other spices and ingredients I could have added, but I want the true flavor of this dish to come from the red label wine and the pork itself. Trust me, that's where the magic happens. Now I'm pouring some salt over the fat of the pork shoulder and rubbing it in. I'm not doing this to get a crackling because that's not the goal here. The salt helps the flavors really seeps into the pork and get into the meat itself. Let me tell you a quick story. Years ago, I tried to get a nice crispy crackling on top of a similar dish. And believe me, it was so good, so crispy, but well, that didn't end well. The crackling was so hard that it actually broke one of my tooth. Ever since, I've been a little more careful with crackling, but no worries, this pork is going to be full of flavor, crackling or not. Now we're making some slits or pockets into the pork where we'll push in our old garlic cloves. This allows the garlic to penetrate deep into the meat, infusing it with incredible flavors that will really elevate the taste of the pork. As I make these pockets in the pork and stuff them with those old garlic cloves, talk to me. Who else loves a good roast pork? Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. For our festive pork inspiration, the pork shoulder has already been scored by my butcher. But if you struggle with scoring your pork, don't worry, you can always ask your butchers to do this for you. Now we're pushing in those old cloves into the slits, allowing all that flavor to penetrate the pork. This is what really makes it shine. The cloves will infuse the pork with a rich, aromatic flavor that takes it to the next level, perfect for Christmas or any special occasion. Now we're placing our beautiful seasoned pork shoulder into a foil container, and we're going to take all these delicious seasoning left at the bottom and place them around the sides of the pork, right at the bottom of the tray. We're also adding some old garlic cloves with the skin still on. They'll infuse the pork with even more depths of flavor. After that, we're covering it up and letting it marinate overnight, allowing all those flavors to really soak in and elevate this dish. The next day, we'll be ready to roast our pork in the oven. I decided to add just a little more red label wine before locking this beautiful pork away. This extra splash will infuse the pork with even more of that rich, deep red wine flavor, taking it to another level. Red label wine originated in Jamaica and is known for its smooth, rich flavor. It's a staple in Jamaican cooking, often used to add depth and richness to dishes like this one. Just a splash of this iconic wine takes our pork to another level, infusing it with that distinct Jamaican flavor. I nearly forgot all about my spring onions, so I've just beaten and chopped them, and now I'm placing them around the pork. These spring onions will infuse the pork with a burst of freshness, adding a subtle depth of flavor that complements the richness of the dish.
The next day.
Time to roast the pork. Set the oven to 160 degrees, 320 Fahrenheit, gas mark 3, roast for 3 to 4 hours until it's tender and falling apart. Got my pot on the fire with water and potatoes, adding a touch of turmeric for that golden colour. I won't take you through the whole potato process, it's all about the pork today. I've added 1 tablespoon of olive oil to a bowl, followed by 1 tablespoon of complete seasoning, half a tablespoon of cayenne pepper, half a teaspoon of garlic granules and half a teaspoon of Cajun seasoning. Now we're just going to mix it all in together. Just mix and mix till it all combines together. Now we're going to add our carrots, parsnips and Brussels sprouts to the seasoned oil mixture. Toss everything together, making sure each vegetable is well coated. These will be roasted in the oven, achieving a beautiful crispy golden brown finish. Now that our beautiful red wine infused roasted pork is ready, I'm placing it on the chopping board. Let's slice it up as thinly as we can, letting those rich, juicy layers shine through. If I could share a slice or a little piece with every one of my viewers and subscribers, I'll be serving you all a piece if it was possible, and for those that do eat pork. Now it's time to plate up this beautiful, inspirational Christmas pork with golden roast potatoes, perfectly seasoned roasted vegetables, Yorkshire pudding, and that rich, indulgent red label wine gravy.
Looking at the treetops, they're covered in snow. Listen to the laughter, yeah, everyone's home. 반짝이는 빛 속에 설레이는 이 밤. It's the night before Christmas, the night before Christmas. Children are singing joyful music.
From my kitchen to yours, if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching and for clicking onto my channel. I hope you enjoyed this short inspirational Christmas roast pork. Please consider subscribing, liking and sharing. Until the next one, take care, look after yourselves and bye bye.